Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday evening. That is Tuesday, the 15th of October 2019, and it is almost 7:30 p.m. And I'm about to prepare dinner, and I'm preparing vegetable soup, for Riro in Yoruba. I know it's been a very, very long time. My apologies. It's only because I've been engaged in other activities that had made me not have enough time to update my YouTube video. Anyway, it's not intended. It's not an intended abandonment. It is just that my time was required in other adventures. Anyways, I'm here, and it's me, Kemi, and to prepare my efforiro this evening, I have got my ingredients laid out. I've got my smoked mackerel here. These I prepare it myself. I buy mackerel fresh and take out the guts, season with salt, and then grill it until it is in this state. This particular one, my husband assisted in preparing it for me because I was again busy with other stuff. And I've got my prawns. This is not crayfish. This is smoked prawn, and it looks like this because I have kind of washed it a bit. I didn't just like to clean my stuff before I put it in my meal. And then that's my prawns. As you can see, I've removed the heads. That's just my thing, really. I like to remove the head because I don't like seeing the head in the soup. So I remove the head, I separate it. That's it here. So what I plan to do with the head is to blend it with my pepper, and then it becomes a paste, and I won't have to see it in my soup when I'm eating. That's just my thing. And then I have my plum tomato. Normally I would use about 2 plum tomatoes for this measurement of ingredients, but I'm using 1 today just because I have an already prepared parboiled paste that I just brought out from I used before, leftover from before, but I stored in the freezer and thawed. I'm going to add it to that. And in addition to that, I've got 2 onions. I'm going to blend this big one with the plum tomatoes, and 1 tatashe and 3 hot pepper. And this one I'm going to slice into tiny slices to add into the oil before I pour the tomato paste. And I've also got about a cup of palm oil. Palm oil is got from palm kernel seeds, and that's about a cup there. And I've got about 6 cubes of Maggi Niger pot. It's a seasoning. It is Maggi seasoning. This one is called Niger pot. I've got 6 cubes of them. I might not need these, but in case I taste it and it's not to my taste, I will probably add this later. This is called jumbo bouillon seasoning. It's more or less like this one, but I may not need it. And then I've got salt to taste for my efforiro. I've got salt to taste. I'll probably use about 1 tablespoon of this. And I've got my orishirishi, my protein. That's it's gonna be in my soup. In this bowl, I've got 3 different kind of protein. This is called shaki in Nigeria. I'm not sure what it is. Please pardon me. I don't know what it is called in English, but it is shaki. And this is goat meat, and I've got chicken underneath. It. These are already parboiled, seasoned and parboiled. I usually buy my protein in bulk, season and parboil them all, and then store them in the freezer and bring them out to thaw for when I need it. And obviously the main ingredient of the soup is the spinach. I'm using spinach for my efforiro. In Nigeria, where I grew up, and there's a different kind of vegetable that's being used, a different kind of grain. That's not really common here in London. So the common vegetable or green that is being used here in London is spinach. And obviously there's pumpkin leaves, there is scent leaf. Mostly when you're cooking a efforiro, we use spinach. And I've got spinach again. I buy them fresh and I prepare them myself. I will cut them and steam it with hot water, and that is why it is like this, right? Normally I'll put it in the freezer and bring it out to thaw when I need it. So that's how it's like that. Anyway, that's my ingredients all laid out. Now to start cooking. So in my blender I have got the head of the prawns. Oh, that's not the head. I'm eating that. I've got the head of the prawns. I've got my large onions. I've got my 3 hot burned peppers, and I've got my tartache. It's a long red pepper, so which I'm going to blend and make into a paste now. Whilst my pepper is blending, I have my pot on the cooker. It is heating up before I pour the oil. My pan is hot. I'm now going to pour in my about half cup of oil. I hope this oil is enough. I'm not sure, but if it's not enough, I'm going to add more, but I'm going to start with this for now.
Oh, it's palm oil.
So we now have the palm oil on the cooker. I'm going to allow it to heat up for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now my my palm oil is hot a bit. So I'm now going to add my chopped onions. So my onions is simmering in the hot palm oil. It's going to be in there for about 1 minute. And then I'm going to add, I'm adding my blended pepper, onions, tartache, head of smoked prawn into my palm oil and onions mixture. And it's going to be in there, and I will be covering, because it's still raw, the pepper, I'll be covering it and allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes. So see you in 10.
Hello.
It's been 10 minutes. My pepper is simmering. I think I'm going to leave it for a further 5 minutes to simmer and dry up a bit. I'm loving the smell already. Anyway, I'm now going to add my already prepared tomatoes, onions and pepper mixture to this one that is already boiling, and then leave this one to simmer together for about 2 minutes. Yes, my sauce have been seasoning for a total of about 18-20 minutes now. So I'm now going to add my smoked prawns, add my smoked mackerel fish, and it's deboned, by the way, the mackerel fish. And then add my protein, my meat, goat meat, crayfish, goat meat, shaki, and chicken.
You can charge it.
I'm not going to add my 6 cubes of Maggi Niger pot. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Add some water. And then leave to simmer for about 10 minutes for everything to come together. And it's when that I'll now check for taste. If I need more seasoning, then I'll add the chicken bouillon. For now, see you in time. And my seasoning, my simmering sauce. Now to check for taste. I've checked for taste, but I'm going to add a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Now that's my sauce simmering. I'm now going to add my prepared spinach. I'm pouring my spinach and then turn around. Turning around my vegetable. Make sure that everything is properly incorporated with this pepper base. That's my Riro finished. All smelling nice and tasty. I'm going to serve mine tonight with a bath. I'll show you my plate after I've served it. A picture of my plate. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening in preparation for a great productive working day tomorrow. If you love this video, please like, share and comment. I love your feedback, positive, not positive, at least your constructive feedback. And I say I wouldn't want to welcome, I don't welcome condescending comments. I've experienced that in my past videos. This is how I prepare mine. It's up to you how you prepare yours. I love mine the way I prepare mine. If you want to give your own other options of how you prepare yours, you're welcome to do that. But please do not leave any condescending comments. It's not nice. It's not respectful. Okay? Thank you very much and have a very good night. Take care. God bless you. Bye.